This hoop is obviously way too small, but you can still talk about fundamentals. And one of the things, we've got kids at home for summer break. One of the things that they work on a lot is free throws. And obviously it's important in your line of work. You get fouled, you need to go to the line and make those points. So any tips for some of those kids that might be watching today?
Yeah.
What you think of when you're shooting and how you go through the paces there?
I mean, the biggest thing with free throws is everyone thinks that, look, you know, I have to start at the free throw line to be good at them. But
Right.
the same fundamentals that you use for a free throw are the same that you would use when you're close to the basket. So, I mean, just coming towards the basket really closely, making sure you just practice your form, getting it right. You don't have to necessarily go there and shoot 500 or 1,000 free throws. You can start right here. And for kids that aren't strong enough to necessarily get it there at that time, just work here, work your fundamentals, just same things, keep your elbow in, hold your follow through. Just do that on repeat and you'll be just fine.
The goal setter brought us this hoop today. They're near Pella, and one of the nice things about this one, and I have one at home, is that you can crank it up and down. So you were talking about little kids, you know, getting this hoop maybe down to their level. But as you said, it's just important to get that form down, and then you can work on getting the ball higher and getting it into the hoop.
Exactly. I mean, that's what it all comes down to. I mean, just the practice and repetition, not necessarily running out, shooting threes and that type of stuff, but if you just work on your fundamentals in a very close range, it'll translate when you move out.
What else are you going to be talking about today in the camp? And obviously you can't go over everything, but what are you going to be working on with the kids today?
Generally, we'll be talking about, you know, just ball handling, passing, defense, just things that they can practice on their own, or if they have a friend, and not necessarily even if they have a hoop, just things they can do. So it's all about just giving them tools they can use and practice on their own.
And defense is overlooked, especially with little kids, right? They want to go out and shoot baskets and score points and things like that. But the younger kids maybe don't think about that as much.
It is something you have to teach them, just because, you know, obviously shooting baskets, finishing at the rim, having the ball in your hand is very attractive. But, you know, there's two sides of the game of basketball. So, you know, defense is very important. You know, we'll talk about that today, and, you know, why it's the reason why you can, you know, win a championship.
What has been the biggest adjustment from being at North Carolina, which is obviously a high-level college program, to the NBA? What surprised you when you were playing against NBA competition the first few times?
Ooh, I mean, obviously guys are, you know, bigger, you know, and stronger, more physical, faster, all that type of stuff, but just the amount of games in a year. I mean, you have to really take care of your body. Just going from, you know, 36 games at most in a college season to, you know, 100 plus if you go all the way to the finals. So you definitely have to take care of your body.
And that's a good message for kids, I imagine, too, is taking care of your body, eating the right things, because you guys can't let that stuff slide, or you're going to be in a lot of trouble. I mean, this is how you make money. This is your money, right?
Exactly. You have to definitely, you know, make sure, you know, you're drinking the right stuff, eating well, getting enough sleep at night. All these types of things, you know, factor into, you know, how you play every single day.
All right, let's shoot a couple baskets here, or else the promotions director will get mad at me. All right, let's try a free throw. And
well, I saw your shot earlier.
It's
so
not good, is it?
You better back up,
might have to get some work on that.
Shoulder width apart, right?
What are you, right-handed or left-handed?
Right.
All right, so you probably want to slide over a little bit so your right hand's in line with the rim, unless you shoot from the middle with two hands.
Okay. Fingertips?
Yeah, fingertips, but I mean, let's just, don't worry about the
See what
finesse
happens.
stuff. Hey, almost.
Between the legs like you normally do, Jason.
Yeah, backwards.
You want me to shoot like Richie Cunningham?
Oh, that's a bucket. Oh.
This is embarrassing.
You're good, man.
There
we go.
One of the things you'll be working on.
Seriously, can you think of something a coach said to you throughout the years that has stuck to you even till today, that inspired you or gave you that piece of advice that you hold on to?
Man, the best piece of advice I ever got from a coach was that, you know, no time spent in the gym was time poorly spent. You know, you can obviously, you know, you can always want to become a better player, but if you don't put the time and the effort in to get better, then you won't get better. That's just that's just the fact of the matter. So, yeah, you know, hard work is something that I've always loved, and so it's something that's kind of been part of my DNA, and that's what allows you to get better.
Yeah. Well, we want to thank the folks certainly from Goal Setter, and tell us again about the camp today. You've got some Boys and Girls Club kids, and Hy-Vee is working with you on this one.
Yep, partner with Hy-Vee to give about 400 kids between the ages of 8 and 18 the opportunity to come and, you know, get some skill work in, you know, talk a little bit about life, and what it means to grow up in Iowa.
And you've got a busy day tomorrow too. Mention that if you would.
Yes, busy day. Going to the ESPYs. The team will be there. Maybe the trophy as well. So it'll be a long couple days.
You're going to be a tired guy, and I imagine you have been since the championship. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to be here today, and I hope your day goes well. And thanks for the tips. And so nice to meet you. We'll have more as a great day continues. We'll wrap the show up.
Do your favorite shot, Harrison. Do your favorite
Coming
shot.
up in just a little bit.
Yeah!
We'll be right back. This is